Welcome to this radio channel, and we are Thursday, June the 28th, and of course, this is the second update for this week of the propagation, solar activity and propagation report that I've been doing. A lot of you have been mentioning how you actually find it interesting because it is, a down-to-earth explanation of what to expect. So, no sunspots. We are now with a sun that has gone down to pretty much no sunspots, or almost no sunspots. Here we see a sunspot number is 12, but look at this. There's nothing here. And the sunspot is going to be pretty much at zero for the next few days, meaning solar flux going down again after it briefly moved above 80, down to 70, and probably will go a little below 70 through the next few days. What is to expect in the next few days? Of course, as long as, even if there's no sunspots, as long as there's not too much geomagnetic activity, we can expect pretty good conditions in general. But one of the things we're looking at is coronal holes. Now, here we see these dark areas you see here. It's a coronal hole, and there's another one here at the top, another one here at the bottom. These are the problems right now that we might face in the next few days. So that means throughout the weekend we will have increased solar wind. That means chances of minor geomagnetic storms are getting higher. That means the weekend will have, like good periods of propagation, and sometimes when the geomagnetic field, starts to get a little unsettled or stormy, we might actually have a drop in what is the the conditions and the good conditions that we might have. If we look here at the K index, we've seen that it's been rather quiet, staying below 3 most of the time. That will probably increase and move up to 4 or 5 as the solar wind will start brushing against our geomagnetic field. So I would say that the propagation outlook for the weekend looks more like an unsettled type of propagation. Of course, we have two shows this week. We have a VHF UHF show tomorrow, and we have a shortwave show on Saturday. And of course, we'll talk a little bit about that and be looking at what are the conditions and how are these conditions going to be in the next few days. But for now, enjoy what is probably pretty good propagation, but there will be some unsettled conditions from time to time throughout the next few days as we go through the weekend. And hopefully these coronal holes will move out of the way and eventually give us better conditions. Once again, the sun is now really quiet. Sunspot number, even though it says 12 here, is going to be 0 for the weekend unless some sunspot appears miraculously on the sun. Who knows? We never know. Sometimes a sunspot can just appear from a blank side of the sun and you suddenly have a huge sunspot 2 or 3 days after. We never know, but we are in a downturn of solar activity. We are in the time of the cycle where we're actually going towards solar minimum. So we'll see less and less of these in the next couple of years. But from time to time, of course, we will see. Even in solar minimum, there are some sunspots, and even in solar minimum, there are chances of solar flares. So, kind of unsettled conditions, but still, turn on the radio. Don't forget to tune around. Don't forget we're in the sporadic E season in the northern hemisphere, and there's a lot of them. I see a lot of posts of people receiving signals in the 10-meter band, 11-meter band, even some FM radio DXing in the 70-80 megahertz range. So check it out. It can be very interesting. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe. Give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.